I don't know exactly when I arrived here. I had been wandering for many years, feeling as if I didn't belong anywhere. But then I discovered my beloved Russia. From the moment I breathed its air so cold, I felt a connection I hadn't felt in a long, long time. The scenery so desolate, it was like being home again. Especially the months where the weather was more extreme. When all the vegetation was dying and you could barely hear the sound of animals. It all felt so right. This was where I was meant to be. Away from everything and everyone. I tried living in St. Petersburg and Moscow, but big cities have never been my thing. Everything was too chaotic. I've always preferred solitude, away from civilization. I need to be alone in order to be me. So I opted for a small town that doesn't even appear on the maps. I won't even mention its name to keep its anonymity. The people who live there like their privacy. It takes a certain kind of personality to live in a place like that. The neighbors barely even shake their heads when they see you. A place where no one cares what you do or who you are. The perfect place for me. I thought I would spend the rest of my days there, until I was forced to leave my home. After decades of living there, walking its streets, adopting its customs, I was banished. You could practically say that I was already Russian, if not by birth, then by right. But that was not enough. Not the night a group of men in uniforms knocked on my door and began to interrogate me about who I was and where I came from. It was no lie when I told them that I barely remembered. I wanted to show them that I had been living in Russia longer than anyone else. But for them it was not enough. They gave me only 24 hours to leave the country and never come back. I knew better than anyone that these were not meaningless threats. I had to flee, but where to? This place was all I knew. Although I moved like a Russian, talked like a Russian and dressed like a Russian, deep down I knew I was not. I had only a couple of hours to pack all my belongings into a small suitcase. I couldn't take everything with me of course, but I didn't plan to leave that. Matryoshka. An object I had bought in an old antique market. From the moment I saw it, it was love at first sight. It was hand-painted, and made of the best linden wood. The face drawn on that object was beautiful, of a beauty and perfection that I could only aspire to. But it was not its beauty that captivated me, but the mysteriousness of its forms. Inside it there were 5 replicas that were decreasing in size. Hiding one inside the other until reaching the smallest but the strongest of them all. Since I saw that object I could identify with it, it was a reminder of who I really was. That was why I decided to take it with me wherever the world was going to take me. Languages had never been a problem for me, so I had many options. Then I